Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to our little channel. My name is Mark and this is Fishing for Dinner. In today's video, we're going to change the oil in a 2019 Ford 6.2 liter gas engine. It's in a Super Duty truck. So I got my 5/8 socket and I'm going to break this oil drain plug loose. And now I'm going to undo it by hand. I drove my truck around the block to get the oil warmed up. So you'll see my hand jump out of the way here real quickly because that engine oil coming out of there is warm. You do that for a better and more complete drain when you do it that way. After 3 to 5 minutes or so, the oil comes drip drying out of there. Now you're ready to put the drain plug back in. Make sure you clean it up real good and drop it back in there. Once you get that back on, take your filter wrench, break the filter loose, undo it by hand with your oil catch pan down below. It's going to drain some more oil here. Be careful to look up there that the oil gasket gets either taken off with the old filter or you reach up there by hand and take it off. You definitely don't want to double gasket. You'll lose all the oil in the truck shortly after your first drive. Your new filter should come with a new gasket. While that's drip draining, get your new oil filter, get it out of the box. And a little extra credit that I like to do is I like to pour a little bit in the filter to get it primed and ready for the next startup. But what you certainly want to do, and you'll see me kind of overspill it here just to make it easier, but I'll take fresh oil and lube up the gasket, and that will make removing it on your next oil change a whole lot easier. All right, now it's time to crawl back underneath the truck and get it started by hand. Sometimes you'll have to turn it left and thread it left to get it started on straight so that you don't cross those threads. Do your best to get it as tight as you can by hand, and then reach down for your filter wrench and give it another 1/4 to a 1/2 turn with your filter wrench. Hang in there, we're on the home stretch. What I like to do now is take some brake cleaner and spray the oil pan and the oil filter real good, and then I'll come back and wipe it down. And what this does is it helps me detect leaks. Here in just a minute, once we fill it up, then I'll crawl back underneath the truck and see if it's leaking any. With the bottom side cleaned up, come underneath the hood over on the passenger side, pull the oil fill plug out, get your favorite funnel, and get that new oil handy because it's time to fill it up. All right, at this point, start pouring your oil in. This truck takes 7 quarts. Take it easy on this portion. You got to kind of keep your eye on the funnel and where the funnel goes into the fill port, because you can definitely overfill the fill port and it'll overflow there and start leaking all over the top of the engine. There's something so satisfying about clean engine oil going in there. All right, once that's done, then put the fill plug back on the truck. I like to pull the dipstick out now and clean it off, and then put it back in. And then I'll pull it back out now and get a good clean reading. And all I'm looking for here now is that it's not overfilled. So yeah, it's not overfilled. So I'm going to clean it and put it back in, and then I'm going to crawl back in the cab and start it up. While that's coming up to pressure, let's reset the oil change alarm. We'll go to settings, then advanced settings, then vehicle, then we'll come down to oil life reset, press and hold OK. You'll see the loading bar there. Bam, it resets to 100%. Crawl back underneath the truck, check for leaks. No leaks. We'll come back up to the top. The truck is turned off at this point. Make sure you turn it off before you pull the dipstick. So all I'm doing here is I'm cleaning off the dipstick to let that engine oil settle back down again. I'll put the dipstick back in. Now I'll pull it out to get a good clean reading, and all I'm looking for here is to make sure that it falls within the normal lines between those 2 holes in the dipstick. And it does. It falls up on the top 80–90%, so we're good to go. As this closes out, here's a photo of all the materials and supplies used in the filming of this video. If you have any questions, comments, complaints, moans, groans, feel free to visit the comment section below. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button and click on one of the video options available now. As always, we know that you have a choice when you YouTube, and we thank you for YouTubing with us. Until next time, we'll catch you later.